This is a serial watch every single Disney movie from A to Z, starting off with 101 Domination. If you want to be in this journey, please feel free to subscribe and let's get started. Boom.
I was a little too excited for that. Go ahead and just take your time enjoying the scrolling down list. Yeah. Hey, look, Zootopia's the last one. Almost 3 minutes of intro. I don't know how I feel about that.
Okay, I'm liking the art style. It's very bold colors. Looks like a watercolor in the background. It's nice. I like it. So Pongo and his pet are both just bored, and Pongo decides to find a mate for his pet, and he starts looking at the window, and Belle sees a devious lick. So Pongo tricks his owner to take him to the park. And bro, look at him. He's on a mission. Bro found the lick, and he was like, hold on. Gotta play it cool. The hoes are watching.
Can we take a moment to appreciate this? Why are they giving off so much aura right now, bro? They just went from being goofy ass side characters to like main character energy right now. Look at Pongo and Roger. Why Roger smoking that pipe like he's contemplating the meaning of life? Like, what is going on here, bro? The things we do when the hoes be watching.
Okay, so they dip because Pongo started doing some goofy shit. And he's still doing goofy shit. Yeah, okay, they back to themselves being goofy again. What happened to all that aura, bro? Ain't no way goofy ass shit like that just worked. Okay, Pongo. Clearly, he's playing the long game. Clearly, we missing something. Man, I guess he must have played 4D chess on us. And just like that, you get married. Take notes, kid. And boom, introduction of the villain. It looks like Perdita and Coel used to be college friends. And by the look of Coel, she looks like she's going to be the villain of the story. Coel is here just to see the dogs, but knowing her, she's probably up to some devious stuff. I can probably predict what she wants to do with the little puppies. And they haven't even been born yet. But knowing that the fur she has, she wants to make a fur out of those puppies, which is crazy since it's a Disney movie. What were they thinking when they thought about that? Holy moly. Yeah, hide those puppies, hide your wife, hide your kids. That was so unnecessary.
Poor Perdita. Of course, she had no choice. The puppies arrived right on schedule, one wild and stormy night in October.
Roger stress smoking, like if it was his kids being born. Pondo got the dog in him. 15 kid is crazy. He got the dog in him, bro. Great transition. She comes in and says how much for the puppies, and they basically tell her they're not on sale. She gets mad and starts insulting Roger. How are they going to afford to feed the 15 puppies? And starts laughing at Roger's, music career. Roger just walks in like he was about to swing. He looked like he looked like he was gonna swing, but he held it together and told her to get out of here. And she left angry, saying this ain't the last time they heard from her. Pretty basic, evil stuff. Now the family is just chilling, watching a show. We get introduced to Carpet Muncher, and then we get introduced to Lucky. He likes to stare into the TV close up and fry his eyes. And then my favorite, Rolly, but I like to call him Hungry, and you can see why.
I'm so hungry I could eat a whole elephant.
They took the kids into bed and take a midnight walk all together. And then you get these two jokers coming into the house pretending to be an electricianist while the maid tries to stop them because she doesn't feel comfortable letting them in. They just barge in, lock her up on a room for a couple of seconds. The other one grabs the dog and steals them. And then the maid starts crying. She should have been calling the police the second they barged into the house. It's not like she was gonna overpower two grown adults.
They are darling little things.
Pongo tries a old dog
There's no one out
called the Twilight Bark,
It's too cold.
basically an SOS for dogs. And he does it, and the whole city starts barking for his kids, passing information from one dog to another. And it finally gets to a colonel. Looks like a dog that's living in the rural area of London. The colonel tells the cat, one of his subordinates, to go find any suspicious activity. Finds a house that hasn't been used in a while, and Covella is in there with the puppies. The cat tries to sneak out the the puppies, while the parents are told where they are, and they're making their own way to the rural area where the house is. The parents meets up with the colonel, and they go to the house where the cat is escaping the little pups. And about now, you're probably looking at it and saying, why is there so many puppies? There's supposed to be only 15. So apparently Covella been stealing other puppies and buying other puppies. And now there's a total of 99. So they just added another 85. 85, right? I think I'm doing the math right. Yeah, 85 more brothers and sisters into their family, which is, whew, Pongo. That's a lot of mouth to feed, Congo. They safely rescue the children, and they go to a staple. The colonel and the cat and a horse is there. They hold the two chokers, and then the parents make a run with the children. In the middle of nowhere, this unknown dog that hasn't been introduced the whole story just pops up. You can see him right here, and he helps them out and goes to a farm where there's cows. And I like this part. It was cool, chill. My favorite boy.
I'm hungry, Mother. I'm hungry.
Do I gotta explain it? Do I gotta explain this? Beautiful. We call him hungry for a reason.
Don't worry, kids. There's plenty for all.
They get some milk and then goes to sleep. Wakes up in the morning and continues escaping the two jokers. The unknown dog helps them find a car they can take back home with. And while they're getting pursued by the two jokers, and Camilla comes in as well. And the Pongo decides to have a clever idea where using sod, this like black charcoal thing that's on the ground, to disguise himself as a different type of breed of dogs. Using that, they got into the back of the truck and made escape through. There was a beautiful car scene chase, great suspension built on it, and they continued on for a while. And Camilla got boom teabagged. She should have died from this, to be honest, but we'll say the snow saved her. But they should have at least both been heavily injured or hurt to a high degree, because what just happened here. Meanwhile, Roger is stress smoking, wondering where the pups are, while listening to his new hit, Koala Deville. But the dog shows up at the perfect time to relieve him of his stress. All safe and sound, they all unite back home, and the end. Overall, it's a good story, especially for the time it was made. For me, as I'm watching it right now, I would have to give it a 5 out of 10. 5 being average, 1 being it should probably never been made, and 10 being probably the greatest of all time, and where all movies are compared to. This is probably the standards of criteria I'm going to use to rate the movies from that one. But a 5 out of 10 is nothing too bad. It's still good, especially for its time. It's still good to watch. And anything above 5 is technically a good watch. Anything above 4 is pretty much not even worth your time watching, probably due to a lot of reasons. But this is the criteria I'm going to use. If you made it all the way to this end of the video, feel free to give me a like if you like it, and subscribe if you want to join me in this journey. And that's pretty much it for today. And I'll see you in the flip side. Peace.